Welcome back.
What's up, my mammals? Okay, Mr. Beast.
Let me scam your system.
Big ass font.
I'm on my soapbox right now. No, I don't.
No, I don't.
Who said that?
Who said that?
Not me. Okay, take my money.
Okay, because if there's a man's POV in a book, it's over.
Okay, woke king. Are we going to therapy or?
Explain a book well challenge? Impossible.
I'm gonna start calling people wretch.
Cowboy Brad! I feel like the Coconut Club is the place to do that. Maybe that's why I'm like that. Maybe my brain jiggled a little bit. If you are courted and toned, applications are open. Hold up, no thoughts. Okay. One more time for the people in the back. The blondes tend to be evil tricksters, and I love an evil trickster. There is a war going on outside. Grow a pair. I said, I just love like an abused, sad blonde man. They're doing like a mukbang every 5 minutes. See you later, mammals. You remember that from Ice Age?
Yes, we need to rewatch that.
It's apparently Disney. I didn't know.
I feel like Disney actually owns a lot of things, but they don't push classic things like that. They're pushing all their new stuff.
Right, because it's like Rio, where it's like it's owned by Fox, but Disney obviously owns Fox, so it's like they have the rights to it to like put it on their streaming, but it's not like I'm gonna see like the Rio birds if I go to the park. I wish I could. I want to meet them.
We'd be besties.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
Sorry.
Production companies are so weird. Like the lore of A24, confusing. Anyways,
Not real.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back.
Okay, Mr. Beast.
Yeah, that's my next career path, is just turning into Mr. Beast.
Yes. Yes.
Oh my gosh. I think not enough. I don't have big enough tape. Not the point. I've been waiting all week to talk about this.
I've actually been like shaking because we haven't talked about the books we've been reading together or just things we've been reading in general in like what feels like 8 years. So
we've been really good about keeping our mouths shut.
And there's been times where I'm just like, I need to tell you something, but I can't.
Uh-oh. The notes app is going absolutely buck wild.
Oh, yeah. I gotta go to like.
Speaking of notes apps, I found out I can leave notes on my Kindle, and I know everyone's like, "Girl, get with the program." I knew you could leave notes, but like I in the past just have been like, I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah.
And I usually write my books, or I do it on Kindle Unlimited. It's like when you, and I don't always have Kindle Unlimited, so when you end that subscription or whatever, I think it like deletes all your notes or something. Not sure.
Why would the fuck would they do that? Why don't you just get hang on. I have a few quick Kindle questions. I'm not a Kindle girl. I thought about it. I was like, I could read so much if I had this little device. But I'm such like a physical, like I really like opening a physical book.
Sometimes you just got to eat the cost of buying both. They should give you a deal. Amazon should give you a deal if you buy the Kindle book and the paperback. Like you get like $1 or $2 off or something.
Yeah, because like even like there's books that I've read that I don't have. This isn't all the books. Don't get it twisted. This is just a few. But it's like I love having my physical books, but there are some books that I read that I don't have the copy of because I got them from the library where I work. And I don't like that. I like that I have access to it and it's free, but I like to keep it. I want it to be mine because then I know I've read it. It's like a little check mark on a to-do list. If I can physically see it.
I ordered a book, Emily Wilde's encyclopedia.
Yeah.
But I just got that on my Kindle from the library. So I think I'm going to read it.
Oh.
Well, the other one's not going to show up for a long time. It's coming from the UK.
That cover's really pretty, though.
Here. I got the special cover, yeah.
Yeah. Well, you just let me know when you want to start. Because
Well, we gotta finish Lightlark first.
But then we have to read there's a second one.
Okay,
Nightbane.
and we should
No,
have bought the box set of that.
I know we can read multiple books at a time. We're currently doing it.
True.
But like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Oh, my Kindle question. I didn't even ask.
Circling back.
How much is a Kindle? Base. I buy a Kindle on Amazon.
So I got this in middle school.
Oh. How much
And
did
if
you
anyone's
pay for
wondering, I am 21.
it?
So I've always been a demon on the page.
Yeah,
Roll
yeah.
credits. And my
Bye.
dad bought this for me then. And I think it was about $100. So the thing is you can buy a Kindle and you can buy the cheaper version, but it's going to have ads on the front. So,
Like, Wattpad has ads now. I don't know that.
well, so like I have, like, I don't even know what this book is. Actually, sometimes they get me, but like right before this, I swear there was like some weird like bedtime stories for kids and it had like an anime cover, which is fine, but like what have I ever read that like led them to believe I wanted to see
Right.
that? Or they'll put like the sexy man romance cover on here and it's like get pucked and I'm like, good lord, I'm not even reading that. Like, and I bring this to work. I read at work on my lunch break. And I don't want my coworker, like, it already says hot girls read on the back. Like, we're already pushing boundaries here.
That's fine. That's like a cute little like TikTok thing.
It's cute, but then like the front's like a fucking shirtless man. Not cute.
No, no.
So,
It's
but
not
you can
cute.
buy like
it's
a
like a Hollister.
slightly, yeah, you can buy a slightly more expensive one. I think that's like 120-ish. And it doesn't have the ads. It shows the cover of what you're reading. And I've heard, like mine used to do that. And then I thought when you got Kindle Unlimited, it would show the cover, but it doesn't. But some people have said like if you call customer service and you're like, "Rah," they'll just change it for you for free.
Oh, slay.
Especially if you have like an older one, because like they change the software, like updates and whatever. Which I've been meaning to get around to trying to see if they'll do it. Because it's like if I pay for Kindle Unlimited, like you should totally be showing whatever book I'm reading at the moment. Like I get if I'm like not paying for anything, but like I'm paying for your subscription right now. Like that should be part of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can. They're like $100.
I
and
did
then
just
usually
look it
like
up.
right. Oh,
It's
usually right now like
$100.
it'll come with a year of like Kindle Unlimited.
A year?
I think.
I'm buying it and returning it. No.
Well, I don't know. I used to be like, oh, Kindle Unlimited, so it's expensive. It's not, but like it's like $12 a month. But if you don't read more than like 3 books, you're not getting your money's worth.
Yeah.
So last year I think I read exactly 3.
Oh.
And this month I think I've already read 2.
Well, that's
I
good.
don't know.
So you have to pay by month? It's like a monthly thing?
It's a month thing, but like if I wanted to read 24 books this month, okay. And like I think I got a Kindle Unlimited subscription for like 3 months, like a free trial or something. They do deals all the time, but like if you've already done it, they don't let you have it again.
Right.
Kindle, let me scam your system.
Kindle, you're not real.
Please. And I think in that time period, I read the Billionaires or the Dreamland Boys series, which is like 3 books. I read that like Janissa Boswell stuff. I read
Maybe that's why I should get a Kindle so I can read her shit.
I read all of the selection, which is like 5 books.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I don't know. If I go into my like Amazon account, it does have the history of what I read, even if I've returned it. And then like you could check your library. I don't know if they do this if they like loan, because like my public library for the city, like I can get them on here, which is super nice because I'm not paying for it. It is like a huge weight though, because I actually learned this the other day. Libraries pay like $55 ish per ebook, and that's only for, it's like that expires. So it's whether like some like year long period, or if 26 people like loan it out, then they have to pay, like renew the thing.
So again, I work in a library. And we have a service like that. It's not Kindle, it's something different, but it is like that, where I was in charge of picking out some new books that are specifically fantasy, because my boss doesn't really know anything about fantasy, and that's obviously really popular right now. So the honor of making everyone read all my favorite fantasy books. Not making them read, just putting them on the service because we didn't have them.
Highly
But it,
suggesting.
yeah, actually, forcefully suggesting. But I did learn about that whole like, oh yeah, it'll just expire if, like, let's say 26 kids want to check it out. It's over. And it's like so expensive to just get, like, it's basically like 24 users or something, or 25. Like, users get this, and once we hit 25, no more. We have to repurchase it. If that makes any sense to anyone.
Getting my calculator app out.
But if you want access to that, Lucy, just hit me up. I'll give you my login.
I'm just using up all of the licensing.
And no one's using it.
Oh.
Except it was weird. Except I looked. I did look for you, actually. I was like, this was a while ago. But I was like, we have Unravel Me, which is the second book in the Shadow Me series. Whatever. I'm on one. And I was like, we have it. I wonder if we have it on our like ebook library app. We did. And then it was like, place on hold. And then I was like 5th in the hold line. Are we reading? Or are we not reading? Because I go to work every day and it looks like we're not reading.
That's how it is at my public library. I'm easily 7th, 12th, 25th in line on everything. Like, I think kind of in like the beginning of the fall, I was doing this a lot. Because I discovered that I could do it. Because like a lot of libraries will do it, and like you have to use whatever app, and it has to be on your phone. But whatever system my library uses, you can upload it to your like Kindle. Top tier. So I think it's like Overdrive. Not 100% sure. But I would only be like 2, 3 in line. And the good thing, because as we know, I'm a terrible returner of library books. Yeah. I'm so sorry, everyone. But like they'll just like grab it right off of your device. So like people are not going over the 14-day limit on these books.
Right.
Like, they, if they know exactly like, hey, if you're number like 7th in line, like this is at like times 2 weeks.
Yeah. And in mine, like on the app, it does give you a date of like when it should be like ready for you by.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
So I don't know. It just, I used to get so aggravated because I was like, you should have unlimited copies of this. It's a digital file. But then
That's what I was saying.
They were like leasing it from the author, which is really sucky because it's like, yeah, $55 divided by like 25 users is $2 a user. But like a paperback book, because they can just buy them at the same price we buy them at, is like $18 and then forever. Unless obviously it like needs repair, or is like beyond repair. But still, like that's maybe like $25 for like 10 plus years.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand, because it's like, it's a PDF. Send the link. Drop the link in the chat. Everyone can read. Literacy.
And then it's aggravating because Kindle, like if you go in and it's not on Kindle Unlimited and you have to buy the Kindle version, it's like the same price, if sometimes not $1 or $2 more than a paperback.
No way.
And it's like, sometimes I don't want to own a book not in paperback. Like sometimes I'm just like, well, I'm just gonna read this. Like I don't need this silly little romance. Like I love a romance novel, but like I don't need 17 million of them on my shelf.
Yeah, that's
and
valid.
I don't like. I'm more than happy to pay an author for their work, but like at the same time, like you have to print a paperback and ship it to me. There's cost in that. You don't have, like, you get all $5, $12 maybe like take a dollar or two off for like whatever Amazon wraps up into their fee for that. But like you're getting almost full profit for a Kindle book. What?
Yeah.
And I said I think that Kindle should, or like Amazon and Kindle should like rent books in a sense, which is essentially Kindle Unlimited, but like not every single one of their books is on Kindle Unlimited. And especially a lot of like new releases, not on Kindle Unlimited,
Hmm.
which is really aggravating because it's like, why do I pay for this if I'm not? Except right now they're running, like I've noticed if they run a deal like get 3 months for like the price of one or get a trial or whatever, they will put a ton of popular books right now on Kindle Unlimited for those
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 months to get people to sign up. And then they won't be there. Like when they're having a down period, like there's just crap on Kindle Unlimited. And I've been
We
deep in
gotta.
the Reddit pages, and I'm on my soapbox right now.
Yeah, I like it. Because I don't really know anything on the Kindle. I genuinely like didn't understand how are you reading on that thing, but like I get it now. That was when I was
I know
like a kid. I was like, also, why is it gray? Like, it was like,
it's
why you
paperwhite,
got a
yeah.
funky iPad?
Um, I've thought about buying a new one because this is kind
Hmm.
of like older, but like there's nothing wrong with it, and it works perfectly fine. It holds a great
Yeah.
charge. Like I've never had an issue, but like part of me's like, ooh, I
That's the
want the new
thing. You
one.
got to charge it. I would never remember to charge it. My little paperback book, I don't have to charge that. That's
I
always
only charge
available.
this like twice a month.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's insane. I wish my phone lasted that long.
Oh yeah.
My
Because
phone
it's like
doesn't
it's
last at all.
paperwhite, so it's not like like there is a light back here, but it's not as like crazy as an iPhone, and it's not running a
Mm.
bunch of programs.
So true. Because I have 20 billion apps open at once that I'm not using. I
Um,
use two
so
apps Notes app, Goodreads,
what?
TikTok. Three. Sorry.
True. Text message, iMessage.
Yeah, but
Um,
like,
but the best part about this is you can make this whatever font size you want, and you can change the font style too. So if you like
oh,
reading a
yeah.
certain, so that's why like everyone's like, oh, I read so much faster on my Kindle because I can make the font 5 billion sizes too big.
Yeah, I can have one word a page, one letter.
And I'll change it all the time. Because
Hmm.
like if I'm at like the nail shop and I'm reading, like I need the font to be really tiny so I like have a lot of time on the page.
Mm-hmm.
Because I hate getting stuck when I'm like, "Ugh, I can't move my hands and now I'm stuck on this page."
Yeah.
I am that
That's
crazy person
genius.
who's like not interacting with any nail tech.
I can't, like, I wish I could do that. Like, I've thought about it, but then I was like, no, because it's like me and like the lady in the room. And the room is like a 4x4 square.
Oh, I mean, my people like at my nail salon, like they don't really talk to each other, and like I really like the lady I go to,
Oh,
and
yeah.
we're friends, but like she's like we're good about like how are you? Oh, what's up? Okay, and then like no
And then
talking.
it's it. I like
But my
that.
mom goes to the same person, and so like I know she just knows all about me, and she's like, "You're good. We don't need to. I already heard."
I got the recap. Don't worry.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Um. Yeah, that's the joy of living in the same town as your mother, and you will go to all the same doctors and nail techs and everything, and
Yeah.
they know all about you before you even walk in.
Yeah. My mom was like, do you want me to make your doctor's appointment? And I was like, yeah. Because I don't want to call.
Please.
um, Slay.
Well, speaking of notes on the Kindle,
Yes.
after my
Please.
15-minute
What are we
rant,
starting with so I can get my notes ready?
this is done and dusted.
Give me a moment. I
I
think I
just
have
have like a
notes.
few, not too many, but I like this is when I discovered I could do this, and like because the reason I think I didn't want to leave notes, I just didn't understand how they worked, but I found out that if you highlight and then leave a note, it shows you what you highlighted and then it leaves the note below so like you don't have to like go to whatever page it's on. It's real
So
nifty. Amazon really thought this through.
I don't have notes, but I'll gladly listen to yours. I just
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
find anything. There were things, and I texted it to you.
Yeah.
Um, that was before I realized, like, oh my god, wait, we both read the book.
It's okay.
But
Um
anyway,
I just have some there's nothing like crazy in here. It's like a little
mm,
silly romance novel and they live in Montana and like it's a cowboy romance. Okay, take my money.
okay,
I did buy this book. Take my money.
yeah, take my
Um
money and take my money when I read the next two.
oh god, I need well This one was $4. It was like $5. They just released the new one literally on March 5th. Like I went to look it up
Mm-hmm.
and it was like, oh, it came out today. And I was like, oh,
March 5th.
it's like
Oh.
$8. And I was like, maybe I'll just wait a few months to see if it goes down.
Well, I bought this book for, this is embarrassing, $17.99. What the fuck for this? For this thin
I mean,
little...
it was good, but like,
Oh, it was good. I had a good time. But like $18. 18
I do really
for
love
this
that
big
cover,
ass
though.
font. It's actually really dope. Like I kind of bought it so I could like display it because it's so like that's Lana Del Rey in a book cover. Anyway,
so I think we talked about this a little bit last week. So if you haven't listened to that, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
Do
Get
your
out.
homework. Just kidding. But anyways,
Emmy?
Emmy, I was like blaming on her name. Barrel races. She was living in Colorado to do this and traveling, obviously. And she moved back home to Montana where her family owns like a cattle ranch and they kind of like raise horses and do a little, well, they don't raise horses. They do a little bit of like classes and stuff.
Yeah, they have like
you
riding
know,
lessons like on the weekends or something.
as one
So
would
cute.
in Montana.
I'm moving. Like that's where I'm going.
When we get our second home together.
Mm-hmm.
Our first home. Second home. But she goes home and she has two older brothers, and her oldest brother has a best friend named
Luke Brooks.
Luke. Me not remembering anyone's name ever. Okay, great.
I got you.
And he, like, growing up was kind of like a fuck up, which isn't his fault. Like, his
Parents
mom
were
like had
horrible.
Yeah, his mom had an affair, and then like he came about because of that, and so like his mom's family didn't really like him because they thought he like didn't fit, and he was like,
yeah, he like broke up the marriage or whatever.
Yeah,
like
his dad didn't really like take care of him, and so he was just kind of like in trouble a lot, and like wasn't really taken care of. And Emmy's oldest brother kind of took him in, and he became part of like her family in a sense. Like obviously still. But he was over at like their house and just like he was around all the time.
Yeah.
And she kind of thought he was hot growing up, but like also he was like this
He
teenager
was like an ass
figuring
to her.
shit out. Yeah.
Like not an ass. He was just like he would like tease her, just very sibling, like brother stuff.
But like not.
But also like, hey.
So remember last week when I was like, I hate a best friend's brother? No, I don't.
No, I don't.
Who said that?
Who said that?
Not me.
We literally never said
Hypocrite.
that. We actually ranked that top tier. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
Go fact check us. Please don't.
Anyways, but she comes home and her best friend Teddy drags her to the
Lucy
bar.
is Teddy, everyone.
I can't wait for the last book because the last book's
I know. Anyway.
And so drags her to like the only bar in town.
My cowboy shirt on.
Oh, I'm wearing Anakin, which he is a cowboy of space. If you think about
Space Cowboy.
Space Cowboy.
So is what's this from Guardians of the Galaxy? Chris Pratt's character, Star-Lord.
Yeah,
he's a space cowboy too.
So is the Mandalorian, if you really think about it.
With a baby, space cowboy with baby. I love baby. Baby. Anyway, cut that out. That was weird.
So she goes home and like she comes home suddenly and she doesn't tell anyone why she's home. She like fell off a horse and like it was super bad and she's not telling anyone. But they go to this bar and she runs into Luke, Emmy, and she's all pissed and he's kind of like teasing her.
Yeah. He's like, "What are you doing on my bar?" And she's like, "Your bar?"
She's like, "You can't tell me what to do." And he said, "Actually, what my patrons do in my bar is my business."
Mm-hmm.
His bar, since when? And he says, "And your family is my family, Emmy. So even if you weren't in my bar, you would be my business. You've always been my business, and you will always be my business."
Yes!
Okay. Sure.
And I don't see why she had such a problem with this.
I mean, not for long.
Wow.
Anyways, also this is dual POV. If anyone cares, we care.
We care. If it's dual POV, I'm reading it. I'm reading it.
Sold.
And it's
Don't
going to
need
be
another
good.
excuse.
Because if there's a man's POV in a book, it's
sign me up.
over. Over.
Over for you bitches. And then like a few chapters later, oh, okay. That was just a cute quote, and that's kind of like their relationship.
Yeah.
But then I read this one. Okay, so he teaches writing lessons, and Emmy like shows up to see her niece.
Luke doesn't have a niece,
And
by the way. It's her other brother. Or no, wait.
It's
that made no sense because Luke isn't her brother. That's not what this book is about.
It's Emmy's oldest brother has a daughter, so it's her niece. Everyone's already like clicked off. They're like, for the love of God.
They're like, explain a book well challenge? Impossible.
Oh, but all the moms are like watching their kids obviously take the writing lesson. These kids are like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
And he's like listening to them, and he says, she settled in next to the group of moms who for some reason thought I hadn't heard them talking about my ass for the last 45 minutes. Brad?
Luke is horse Brad.
Luke is horse Brad. Cowboy
Ranch
Brad.
Cowboy Brad! I love Cowboy Brad.
Everyone's
oh my
so
god!
confused.
Oh my! Imagine Brad in a cowboy hat. I'm gonna go tell Maddie after this. She's gonna eat that up.
We're getting cowboy hats for all the Brads.
Halloween costume for all the Brads.
They're just kin, but they're Brad.
But
and they're
Brad.
in cowboy hats.
I'm just Brad.
Oh. At one point, oh shit. This is scrolling weird. At one point it says her brother was like speaking or something, and whatever happened, and it says Gus growled. Literally growled. Why are we growling? Why is everyone
Literally
always growling?
growled? Like what are you doing? I can't make a growl, but like
I'm still like everyone's like, oh, this is what it sounds like when like, you know, that Hosier. I can never say his name. I'm so sorry.
Hosier.
They're like, it's like this song or like this line or whatever. Like that's what they mean when they growl.
He just has a very raspy voice, and I think that's what they mean when they write growled. It's more just like his voice was like deeper. Just say that.
I'm like the growling. Like we're not werewolves.
No.
Again, their own universe.
They're out of here. The only thing that I wrote down from this book, and I didn't even write it down, it's just permanently etched into the back of my eyelids. So every time I close my eyes, this scene plays. And it is the scene, this is way later in the book. They're already like dating at this point, but like she doesn't want to tell her family because she's like, oh, I don't want to ruin your friendship like with my brother, but I also don't want my brother to be mad at me. Like this is a weird situation. But Emmy goes to the same bar that he owns with Teddy for her birthday. Luke sees her in the bar. Yeah, for Teddy's birthday. Luke sees her in this like dress that like Teddy made her. Teddy's like a designer. That's why she's Lucy. And Luke takes her to the back office. And there's a scene and there's whiskey involved and there's mouths involved. It's just like every time I close my eyes, I think about that scene.
I don't know if it's way.
I don't think it's positive or negative. I'm unsure about how I feel about this time, but like, why are we taking a chug, like a pull of whiskey, and then
it's a baby
spitting it?
Shot.
No, that's gross. How about we just take a shot normally? At the same time.
I've seen people do that at like bars. Like,
what do you mean?
Like on like TikTok and stuff, not in person.
Oh, yet. I was like, if you saw
one day, and I'm gonna run over there and be like, ew.
We should do that at the Coconut Club.
Get away from me. Absolutely not.
I feel like the Coconut Club is the place to do that.
Well, no, I can't even do that.
You were thinking about it.
I was like, I the only way you could convince
Mm-mm.
me is if I could like spit into someone else's mouth, but even then I'd be like, what do you want from me?
We're not doing that. That was a joke. But like,
If you want to give me $5 million, sure. But that's my price.
if you want to give me $5 million, a ranch in Wyoming, and Brad, then sure.
And you would too for a check.
Exactly.
And I've always said that.
Always said that.
At one point, okay,
Anyway.
so at one point he's helping her, like she confides in him about like um getting thrown off a horse. It's called Getting
Yeah.
Dusted, which is why this book's called Done and Dusted.
You ever
Um
been dusted before?
I've rode a horse twice in my life.
Oh, I have. Cracked my head
Are
open.
you okay?
I'm fine now. Well, actually, maybe that's why I'm like that. Anyway.
What do you mean?
Like the brain trauma.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe my brain jiggled a little bit.
Probably. At a developmental age, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like 7, so.
Yeah, we gotta get back on the horse and all that.
Yeah, I have.
But he's like
Yeah.
helping her like get back on the horse, literally.
Yeah.
And he's talking about like her trauma. He's thinking about it. It's from his POV, and he says even if she didn't relate those events together, I bet her head did, whether she acknowledged it or not. Okay, woke king, are we going to therapy or?
No, he's so woke. Like throughout this whole book, he's reached a different level of like emotional maturity. Where's that?
He's like 35. I don't know.
Fuck, you're right. He's in his 30s. Damn it.
He also calls her sugar, which is such like a country like.
That eats. I thought I was gonna find that kind of cringe, but it ate. It was good the whole time.
So good. Oh, he was fixing something. Men who fix things, hot as hell. Maybe I just need a cowboy. And I've always said that, but like,
Yeah.
where are they? Gotta go visit a ranch. I gotta somehow make my way onto 4-6's ranch. If you know what that is.
No.
It's this huge horse ranch in Texas. It's like one of the biggest ones.
Oh,
here.
we did
And
talk
they breed
about
a ton
that
of horses.
actually. Yeah, we're going.
And I'm pretty sure they supply horses for Yellowstone, and one of the producers became like a partial owner of them. Not sure.
Oh.
Anyways, no one
Yeah,
needed to know that lore.
No, but I remember talking about that now.
Oh
We were at the river.
yeah, I need to go back there.
I want to go back to the river. I'm coming back for the river.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Bet.
Book you my ticket right now.
Okay.
Oh, can't read that out loud.
Are you sure? I don't know what you're talking about.
There's just a lot of scenes that I preferably wouldn't speak into the universe.
That's so true. Reading them in my brain is fine.
Those TikToks, it's like what my family thinks I'm reading
Yeah,
versus what
it's
I'm
like
actually
his
reading.
wetness. Beep, beep, beep. Yeah, that's hilarious.
I'm just gonna beep this whole episode out. It's just one like beep.
It's like a flat heart rate monitor the whole time.
Exactly. And then Teddy goes and like talks to Luke and is like, "What's going on between you and my best friend?" And when she walks into his office, he's like, "Oh my god, I think like something about like I heard something about like she did something to one of Emmy's exes," and he's like, "I'm pretty sure she would cut off his dick and make him eat it." And then she literally is walking in the door and she goes, "If you hurt my best friend, I'll cut off your dick and feed it to you." I said, "Repetition. Everyone bring their literary devices."
Yeah. I love when a book does that. I love when they bring back a line or a moment.
Yes, exactly. Okay, I think you know how we always talk about like, oh, we want him to be like fit, but like not like steroid fit.
Mm-hmm.
She said, he had one of those bodies that was honed by hard work. His muscles weren't bulging, but they were well defined, corded and toned. Corded and toned. That's what we're looking for.
Corded and toned. If you are corded and toned, applications are open. Send
Get
them
in
over.
line.
Get in line. I'll put the email right here.
If you are
Should
not
we
in
put the
line
email?
before 8 p.m., you will be turned away.
There's like a
Oh
Black
my
Friday
gosh.
sale. Everyone's lining. No one's lining up. The
No
store is
one's in line.
empty. The
Oh my
store is
god.
empty. We have no merchandise. Nothing to sell. But we're open.
We're open. Um Later in the book, he's like talking about her, and he says Emmy Ryder was just more. She was more than
Oh,
anyone was or than anyone would ever be. I love a sappy line. Are you kidding me?
are you
Ugh.
kidding?
Why won't
Damn
anyone
it.
talk to me like that?
But then if like I heard someone say that, I feel like I would get really uncomfortable.
No, but I need them to just like feel that way about me.
Yeah, but I need to know you're feeling that way.
We'll find out. We'll come to a conclusion later on how that. Like yes, but don't say
Yes.
that. But also,
Say that.
yeah.
Mhm. If you understood what that meant, again, applications are open.
Um, you deserve to be hot together. That's what Teddy said about them. Who's gonna be hot
Like,
with me?
ah!
If you're hot, if you're courted, if you get in line.
I cannot wait to start using corded in my like
My
daily
day-to-day vocab.
vocab.
My daily
Ugh,
repertoire.
that's hilarious.
Oh, at one point she goes, maybe I need some fucking Tums or something. Or he says that.
That was my favorite line.
I was like, Rachel? Rachel, you in the room with us?
I am in the room. And that was me. I wrote that line.
Okay, I'm done. I've just been like dragging on. That was
No,
enough.
I love it. I like that I didn't have any notes and I could relive the book.
Yes. There's a lot more, and if you should read the book. Not you, obviously you read the book.
I was
but
like,
you.
okay. You! Well, not talking about you. You can't read.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, time to get into it.
Okay. I grabbed my book.
I did catch up to 100 or 270 on this. So if you
No
haven't done your
way.
homework, pause, get caught up. We're on 270.
We're on 270, guys. So
Get it together right before chapter 36. We just finished chapter 35. Why haven't you done your reading for the week? Where
okay.
did we stop last time?
Like page
Oh,
60.
okay, I see. Really?
Because I was like, oh, you didn't get to my favorite line on page 69.
Okay, I didn't start taking more notes until 172, apparently.
Oh.
Like, I have markings.
Oh,
60.
right.
Okay, just no marks for, like, okay. Hello? Whoa. What? Fuck. No preparation, just showed up. Pulled up today.
Pulled up, no thoughts. It's kind of hard because I'm holding my mic. I'm also holding the book. I also have my note. This is very complicated.
You tell me
for
what page to flip to. I can group
Oh.
read. Popcorn read.
I was just gonna go to page, the bottom of page 69.
Okay.
Of course.
Of course, join us at the best page.
So, our main little girl. I don't know how we say her name. This is one I'm very confused on.
Isla?
Isla. That's what I thought.
Isla. Because she said like
Isla.
a snake. Isla.
Yeah, Isla. Okay.
I guess Isla would
She
be
slays.
the wrong way.
She slays.
Isla.
I like her a lot. So she's
Again.
talking to our.
Let me
Again.
design the costumes. I'll shut up now.
Oh. Her dress that she wore to the ball was so Poison Ivy. I need it. Anyway. Back to this. She's talking to her buddy Grim. His name is Grim. And I'm just going to read it. Whatever. If you haven't read it, if you don't know these characters, I don't know. Go read it. She says, and I don't know what I enjoy more. Replaying the image of my sword against your throat or thinking about your heart. Oh my God. Can we cut that? Can I start again? I can't read.
Yeah.
And I don't know what I enjoy more. Replaying the image of my sword against you. fucking god, can you read
got
it?
it. I believe in you.
I can't read. Like, okay. One more time for the people in the back. I'm people in the back. And I don't know what I enjoy more, replaying the image of my sword against your throat or thinking about how your heart might look on my plate. And Grim goes, careful, Heart Eater. I might just give it to you. Hi.
Being almost 200 pages past this,
Yeah.
what is his goal here?
So I do have in my notes, I said, I wish we got to get whoa. I wish we got to get to know Grim more because I want to know more about him. Because I want to know why she's like basically like so infatuated by him. Like, yes, he has some great lines and he says some like very flirty banter, but what's going on?
Like in his head.
Yeah. Like I want to know why is he like flirting with her and being helpful? Like what's going on? Because I love that you're in love with him because same, but why? What's our
I think
motive
that's
here,
the whole
girl?
thing is like she doesn't get it either. Like he's
Mm.
kind of like I think it's just
That's
that
what I
whole like
started to
he's
think.
mysterious. He's like
I
showing
wrote,
interest in her.
yeah, because I wrote that like pretty early on, but now we've definitely had some more scenes with him. And then he gives her the necklace at the ball. So nice. It could like track her. So like if she needed help.
Yeah, but that's
So
sus.
Draco. I don't think that's sus. I like that. Give me the
I'm not.
necklace or the ring or whatever it is that lets you track me.
Well, I definitely think it's like sweet that he like gave her his necklace and he was like, oh, what line was that? Did I write it down? He was like, oh, he's like, just touch it and like I'll know you need me and I'll come.
Oh.
Um, which was like so sweet. And she was like, he said he would come if I needed help. And she's super obsessed with like being protected because she doesn't have powers, and but no one
Yeah.
knows that. But she's like, every time someone's like, I'll protect you, she's like, another one in the bag.
She's like, yeah.
Um,
She's collecting them.
so, but I just like knowing these fantasy books, like the ultimate betrayal is coming.
We need to get into Ultimate Betrayal a little later. I need to talk to you about the book I finished that I gave 6 stars to.
Um,
6.
Oh yeah,
6.
I did see that.
Count them 6. Like, it was that good. Anyway, back to this.
What did I say? Okay, on 179.
Oh,
Christ, this is like a long. Okay, it just wasn't.
this was like years ago. I love it.
100 pages ago.
Shh.
Oh,
Years in my brain.
I'm gonna start calling people wretch. You wretch.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. As you remember, Isla doesn't like the king. She thinks the king doesn't like her, even though he saved her life. Well, they get paired up. The rulers get paired up at a certain point in the games to kind of help figure out the prophecy. She thinks she's going to get paired with her best friend Celeste. Like this has been their plan the whole time to like kind of show that they're weak and like people pair them together. The king, for some reason, is like, I want you on my team. And she's like, the fuck? And she's so confused because she thinks he hates her. I don't think that. I think there's another reason and we just haven't like figured it out.
I don't think he hates her either. Because she, again, is a female in a fantasy novel, so therefore she has Lucky Girl Syndrome, and she has 2 of the, like, hot rulers of the land after her. God.
I just don't believe that. But she, like, they're on these little, like, quests, basically. Like, he's trying to, like, find something and fulfill this prophecy, and, like, she's going along with it so she can get what she wants, which is this, like, special device she's looking for. But she's like constantly like fighting with him kind of, and I was like, I kind of like a well-placed tantrum. I know we're like, oh, we don't love like whining, complaining, but like he is very like quiet and not like forthcoming, and she's like, you wretch, like please, or like he offered her up as like kind of a sacrifice at certain points without kind of telling her. So calling him a wretch, well-placed, well-deserved. A well-placed tantrum, if you will. Also on words I love, add wither next to
Wither's good.
no, sorry. I've already said add wilting to the best words wither.
Mm.
Because I'm like, I love when they say wither, but she says something like wilted. I was like,
Yeah, wilted is
yeah,
good.
yeah, that's the same. That's in the same vein. Anyways,
Yeah.
back to Grim.
Oh, yes. Grim.
I like that he can sense her feelings. That's one of his powers, is he can
Yeah.
sense what someone's feeling.
I love it. Because then she asks him, what are you feeling? And then, one of my favorite lines is, I don't remember what page it's on, but I just remember it. It starts raining, and they're like outside in the little town, and it starts raining. So they like rush into this like little building or whatever. And
It's a
he
church.
like, it's, yes, it is. That's actually really important to what he's going to say. It's a church. And they're like covering from the rain. And he like tells her how she's feeling because he can do that. And she goes, what are you feeling? And he goes, oh, what I'm feeling can't be said in a place like this.
Hot.
That?
Who said that?
What? Who said that? Oh my God. So it turns out I just need like a vampire.
He's not a
Jasper?
vampire. Again.
Jasper, the application is open.
Oh. Hey.
Hey.
Anyways, I just like, and they've yet to like. See, this is why I don't understand what his game is playing. So, like, he gives her this necklace at the ball, which is like when the killing can begin.
Mm-hmm.
At midnight, so it's like before that. But he gives her this necklace, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna like disappear now," which is why I'm like, I don't.
Oh, I'm gonna disappear now.
He does.
No, I know, but it's just the way you said that was really funny.
And so I just don't like really get his motive because like he gives her this tracking necklace, which I don't think is like it's sweet, but like I think there's a deeper meaning behind it. Like I think he's plotting, planning, scheming.
I'm sure. But I don't sense a betrayal. I don't know why. Like there's sometimes in books where I'm like, this isn't going well. But it's like I don't know enough about him that I don't even know what to think. Anyway.
I think that's the whole thing is like we're supposed to like fall in love with him and she's a little bit wary of him. She's like, what's his deal? Like, I don't get it. Like, why is he trying to get close to me? Because the whole thing is like everyone believes she has powers and everyone believes she's cursed. So like if she falls in love with someone, like she would have to like kill them.
Mm-hmm.
So like no one should want to get close to her. But
he knows though. He for
they
sure
all
knows.
Know. Because
everybody knows.
The king was working with her and he was like, well, you're gonna have to like conceal your powers around these things. He's like, and I know you've been masking them, so like keep that up. And so I was like,
yeah,
but I just feel like that's a ploy. Like he knows she has no power, but she didn't want to like reveal. But like maybe he doesn't. The king might not. But I think a few people know she doesn't have powers beyond people she's told.
Yeah.
So, but what did I say? I don't know. I just like I need to figure out what his deal is because no way you're like I just can't get over like he's definitely tracking her and not in like a cute way. I don't know. For some reason
it's all cute.
I'm distrusting.
Oh no! See, it's like I can't be in one of these novels because I would be like dead on impact. Like someone would get me because
it's like the apocalypse.
They're
like, I would
slightly
just
attractive. Also, I feel like I should bring this up now because this kind of gets into some character. I don't know the way they look because I've been seeing a lot on Book Talk. Oh, why is the main guy like blonde? Like I don't trust that. I don't trust blonde people. Like
exactly,
why is he not?
Evil.
Why does he not have blonde?
That's why they're hot.
Exactly. It's like I've been just seeing that all over Book Talk where it's like, oh, why can't he just have like dark hair? And don't get me wrong, there's been characters in books that have dark hair that I really like. There's also blonde characters that I really like. But I also the blondes tend to be evil tricksters. And I love an evil trickster.
The girls who get it, get it.
They get it. Like, and I don't understand why you wouldn't like that. Because there's also some blondes in books that are totally normal and not tricksters. It's not as fun.
But well, I think well, like in a book like this, it's like Grimm is supposed to be like night, and then
Yes.
Oro, the Sun King, is supposed to be light. So it makes
Yeah.
sense that like they're blonde. But I still think Oro's a little bit secretive, not like evil, but like he definitely has ulterior motives.
Oh, they all do.
English.
Yeah, that
They all
was.
do. That is so true.
But like, it's weird how you can say that. Like, you don't like, oh, why can't they just be? Maybe it's because the darker haired male characters tend to be like the like broody shadow wielder
I
archetype,
just think people don't like blonde boys.
which
You're
is really
missing out.
unfortunate. You're missing out on a lot. I have a problem, especially if
I'm not picky.
your hair's almost white and platinum blonde, and you claim that you don't bleach it. I'm once again talking about you, Draco Malfoy.
It
I need to be like put down. It's ridiculous at this point.
the amount of like boys who are blonde and you can tell they dye their hair or have highlights are like, no,
Mm-hmm.
it's natural. I'm not
Girl,
saying you can't dye
please.
your hair, but like just be honest.
Yeah.
Just
Anyway,
be for real with me. Because I dye my hair. Duh.
me too. No. Well, you can't even
We
see
have
it in the
highlights.
camera. Yeah.
I don't know.
My hair's
I
black,
don't know if
though.
I should get my hair done again before our trip.
I'm getting my hair done. I'm getting a trim. It's kind of long. Like these pieces
I was
are a
going
little...
to, and I was going to get my bangs trimmed and
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
anyways.
Anyways.
I was
Anything
surprised
else?
she didn't yeah, I was surprised she didn't reveal her secret. Like her and the king get trapped in a cave because he can't be in light, and Daylight runs around and she drags him into a cave while he's unconscious. And they just sit there and she's like,
Slay.
oh, I'm gonna play this game to try and get like this answer out of him.
She's
And it
playing
was
20
like
questions.
they're going back and forth with questions and you have to answer honestly. And
Yeah.
she finally like he asks her, he's like, what's your secret? Because they did this whole trial where like everyone's deepest secrets revealed to them and they can choose to reveal it to everyone and win, or they can lose and just like scrap it. And her deepest secret is that she has no power, even though she should be like a powerful ruler.
Yeah.
Um, and she doesn't tell him. And I was convinced she was going to say something.
Yes. I was like, okay, we finally trust each other a little bit if we're playing this game. And she doesn't reveal it. She's definitely just protecting herself because she doesn't know how he's going to react if he doesn't know. Like if he didn't know
I understand that, but I feel like if anything, like he would be the most understanding out of all of the rulers. And the whole point, he was like, I'll literally offer you like all the power in the world. Because they're like looking for this heart of the island, and like whoever claims it like gets all the power and like wins the centennial or whatever.
Yeah, he's like,
Therefore,
I'll let you win.
Prize. He's like, I'll let you win. You can be the most powerful person. And like, all she's ever wanted power. And I was like, of course she'll tell him and be like, oh, we have to find this heart now because like, well,
I don't have
blah blah. But she doesn't. It was like the perfect opportunity for her to like tell him and then get what she wanted, and like totally would have probably understood. I don't think, but I think she's convinced like everyone's just gonna like hurt her and kill her on the spot when they find out, even though she's avoided so many attacks.
Yeah.
Can you hear my dog?
Not really.
Okay.
I like, one thing that I do really like about this book is I don't know where it's going. I can't piece together a plot. I don't know what's going to happen. And I like that. I like that mystery where it's not like, I totally called that. Because I haven't called anything. Like, I don't know I know what's going on. But I'm not like, okay, well, this is going to be the solution. Like, I can't find a solution. What's the solution here?
I don't know. Well, I'm really hoping. So this is a trilogy, right?
Yeah, I think it is going to be a trilogy.
Okay.
The second one is out. It's called Nightbane.
Which makes me think, because it says on the back, it says, even as love complicates everything. Oh, wait.
That's about this one.
Shit. Well, this one's called Lightlark, which is kind of low-key about the king of Lightlark. And the next one's called Nightbane.
Nightbane.
Like a night character we might know.
Grim.
But I'm just confused
his name's
because
Grim.
this book's long and it's dense in like the best way. Like this is a full fledged story in here.
We get world building, we get character development, like.
But it just makes me nervous. It's like, how is this going to end? And then how are you going to write another, like, because they better finish the Centennial in this book, because we're like 3/4 of the way through. Like, they're probably going to finish the Centennial.
I was just going to say something about that. At halfway through, 50%, they go to the ball. That marks the halfway point of the Centennial. That is genius writing. Like, actually pacing out your book like that is so smart. Because I think we're going to finish the Centennial in this. Like, this Centennial will be over. They'll come to a solution. Maybe they'll break the curse. Maybe they won't. Grimm is taking her back to Night World.
I feel like
he's taking her to his cave.
No, I think they're gonna break it, and like all hell's gonna break loose for some reason. Like, it's not gonna be a happy ending like they think.
It's gonna be like in Greek mythology when like the giants, like the Titans or whatever, they come out of the ground. It's gonna be like that for sure. Like some evil curse is gonna come from the underworld.
I feel like I was thinking about this the other day. Not every fantasy book, but we keep reading more fantasy, and I feel like they are like getting better. If that makes sense. Like, Fourth Wing is good, and like when we first read it, I was like, this is my favorite. But then we read Powerless, which is still, I think, like in my top like 1 or 2.
That is that's the blueprint.
That is the blueprint. Then this is so good too. And I don't know, like there's definitely some fantasy books and series we've read that we have not enjoyed as much, but this is definitely up in like the top like 3. And it's just so good.
Very well written.
I can't wait to see how it ends. It is. It's well written. It's well paced.
Yeah, I want to see her process of mapping out this story, because there's so much, and there's 6 different rulers you have to kind of keep accounting for throughout the whole book,
and like powers and God, insane.
Very talented author.
She is. Alex Astor.
I just remembered another book we have to get back into. The Dance of Thieves duology.
Oh, we do.
Gotta know what happens.
When did the second book come out?
Ooh, I don't know. Let me tell you.
Time to Google. Or had it not come out?
No, it's out. Like, I've seen it.
Oh, okay.
It came out.
Oh, that one I didn't
in
know.
2019. Yeah, this was not like a recent one. This was like a.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, are they gonna get married in the second one? Because it says Vow of Thieves.
Oh my god! I hope they get married. I will giggle.
I'm kicking in my feet and giggling.
Yeah.
It's only $10. Can I get it on my Kindle? Because I don't own the first one, and I did like these books. I just don't feel like it's $9.99 in Kindle and $10.99 on paperback.
No way.
Why wouldn't I just buy the paperback? The hardcover is actually also $10.99.
Whoa.
It's on sale.
Do you want to talk about Aaron Warner? Or should I talk about my book that I gave 6 stars to? Because I know everyone wants to know. They're dying to know.
I'm not really caught up. I actually didn't read anything yesterday. I'm only on page, let me see.
I'm gonna cry. I have so much to say. It's like right here.
What page am I on? 223.
Okay, I'm just gonna shut my mouth. I have so much to say.
Well, I just got like Ignite Me.
Oh, you did. That's apparently the best one. That's apparently the best book in the trilogy.
Well, right when I finish that one, this one, I can jump into that one. I'm literally exactly halfway through.
Okay, I do have some notes that are before, like up until where you.
I essentially have no notes. Like this is. Oh my god! Look, this is the weird anime ones they give me. Anime's not weird. It's just like it's weird that they give these to me because
you've never read something.
I've never read anything like this.
Yeah.
Sorry, not the point. Yeah, I have no notes on this.
So, yes, these books are bad. No, I didn't say
Terrible,
that.
even. I'll
um,
say it
the,
with my chest. No
the
one read
first
these.
the first one was not good. It was like bad fan fiction. Um, I'm actually it's crazy to think that I'm only reading this series for one character. One.
That's
A
not even really
singular
in it.
character. That is you had to get like 230 pages in for this book to get good. That's over halfway. No way. But do you have some notes? I wrote the fact that this dumb little bitch Juliet can't figure out what triggers her powers is beyond me. Clearly, it's emotion driven. How have you not figured that out? That when you get really angry or upset or sad, you channel your energy. Hello?
That, that just made me think of
That's why frat men punch the wall. You have the
Hey,
same.
Queen.
You have frat man power.
Um, I was thinking that in Light Lark too. There's like something she's looking for, and there's this like hidden section in like this place, and she's like, I wonder what's back there. The one thing you haven't been able to find, it's back there. Like I hate when it's like so. It's literally common sense because if I
Yeah,
as a reader,
can figure it
like
out, and I'm dumb. Come on.
guys, and like exactly like in this whole thing, she's like, I just don't know what like why I do what I do or like what my power is, and it's like
No.
energy, duh, and anger.
Well, I also wrote
Not
down.
always.
She's talking to like, I think she's talking to Kenji,
Mhm.
um, who actually has grown on me in this book because he puts her in her place. He says, "You are fucking crying. You cry every day. Stop it. There is a war going on outside. Grow a pair." Like, and I like him for that because
He said,
she's like
I'm
talking
sick
to
and
him.
tired of your lucky girl syndrome.
Yeah, yeah. So she's talking to him and she's like all upset. And she's like, I don't want your pity. Except that's all you want. You only want people's pity to be like, oh, it's okay. Stop!
She just wants to go cry in a hole about it. Like,
Get up. There is a blonde man to talk to.
things
Get your
to be
ass up and
done.
work. No one wants to work these days.
She like doesn't realize that until like something terrible happens. She's like, oh shit, everyone really does need me.
She's like, oh my god,
We're
people were
not just saying
taken?
that. Oh
Yeah.
god.
Why did we recruit you? Because clearly there's a problem that you can help solve. Anyway,
Wake up. Wake up, sheeple, please.
please. If I start saying something that you're unfamiliar with, just stop me. But anyway, they're suiting up
Mm-hmm.
to go meet a man. He's the leader of the reestablishment, the like evil dystopian people. And they're suiting up in this like little room, and they're giving Juliet like 40 guns, brass knuckles. What? Why does she need all of that? And then I was like, so she the whole thing about Juliet is she wears this Catwoman outfit. Like a literal Catwoman skin tight leather bodysuit
That's
to
so
like
nice
conceal
of
her
you.
skin because she can't like
Because I would
touch anyone.
describe this as a purple morph suit.
Oh, no. I think about it as like a leather cat suit, like Catwoman.
I just hate her.
That's your no, I hate her so much. She's my least favorite person. Not
Like, I think she's
really
in the
fucking
Party
annoying.
City like morph suit.
That'd be really funny, actually. Someone draw that fan art. But
Ugh.
so her and Adam have like broken up because they found out that the reason he can touch her is because he's basically like he's like a mute. Like he's like a buffer. His power is like buffering things. And like so he buffers her power so he can touch her. But it takes a lot of energy out of him and he kind of gets drained and like really tired and sick. So she's like, I can't keep hurting you. Like we can't do this because if you slip up, I could hurt you. Like we're not gonna do that. And so then he's all like, crying about it like a big baby. Warner would never cry. Never. And when he does cry, I'll hold him. Because I love him. So anyway, he's like all mopey and sad. They're getting dressed to like go out into the world and meet up with scary reestablishment man. Do you know who you know that it's his
Yeah.
father? Okay, so they're meeting. Okay, they're meeting with Warner's dad.
That.
Oh, okay. I'm unsure.
I'm there.
I know you're right before they're gonna go meet. Like they're at the house
like
that they're meeting him at. Yes, and he's like, "You're on time" or whatever. He's like, "Oh, come in." Yes, now I remember.
Oh, hello, welcome.
Hello.
Would you like some lemonade? Before I murder you. No.
Yeah. No. I wish. Kill her.
Get us out of our misery.
Kill off the main character. Anyway.
And what?
So they're all suiting up. Her, Kenji, and Adam are all suiting up in their brass knuckles and their 45 billion guns. And Adam, like, storms out of the room. Like, he, like, huffs out of the room. And Juliet's like, oh, what's going on with him? Like, what do you... I didn't even say anything to him. And he's like, well, if I was looking at my ex-girlfriend in the outfit you wearing, I, too, would be really upset that I couldn't touch you. And I was like, I'd like to think we're not talking about this body of a 17-year-old girl. Whoa.
We are.
But we are. Why is she 17? At least make her 18. And then Warner's 19. Age gap.
Nothing matters in this universe. They're all going to die.
And I hope they do.
It'd be a great way to end 15 books.
Yeah. I need you to get to specifically page 306. It's just great. I literally wrote, oh, my poor baby Warner. And then this is when I texted you in the invisible ink and I said, I just love like an abused, sad, blonde man. Something does it. Like your father hates you. You get pushed around by your dad. You're forced to do things you don't want to do. Who else am I talking about? You guessed it.
Draco Malfoy.
Yeah. Like, I love that trope. I don't know what trope that is, but I like it.
Oh, yeah.
It just works.
I'm trying, and here's the thing.
No, and I know you're trying. It does get better, though.
The writing's not great. Sorry.
It's not, though.
It's not great. It's also just, like, I feel like nothing's happening. Like, I hate to say it, but, like, she's literally just pouting, and everyone's like, get off your ass. So I feel like, just, like, literally the first half of this book could have been condensed a little bit.
I know this
I
is
want to see more action. Like, Divergent. Where it's like, they're fighting people. Things are happening.
Yeah, I think it's hard when they're not stuck, but they stay in this underground barrier resistance thing, and they don't do anything every day. Like, they eat grime and slop.
And we're not skipping over it.
And we don't skip over that. It's like the worst movie where it's like there's so much downtime.
In depth about every meal. I'm like, I don't care.
They're doing like a mukbang every 5 minutes. What are you doing? True. Like, at least explore some other, like, get to the point. We're here for Warner. Give us Warner.
I feel like even when they were talking about like her and Adam's relationship problems.
Boring.
Like he can't touch her anymore because it's like draining him. At least that could have been like that was interesting at least.
Yes, because it gave us something to further the plot.
Yeah, we didn't need to have the fight 5 times, but like interesting.
Like it's almost giving a Xaden Violet situation where it's like, okay, we've talked about this for 300 pages. Let it go. You're going to be with Warner because that's clearly how this is going to work out. Just give it to me. Maybe I'll just read like Warner fan fiction and give up on this.
Part of me's like,
I saw an edit the other day.
100 pages left. Yes.
It was a Warner edit, and it was really good. And it's the reason why we have to read Ignite Me.
Okay.
I'll send you the edit.
I'm sad. I'm fighting for my life over here.
No, I'm like, I feel like I'm forcing Lucy to read this. I'm like, you will sit down, you will read this book with me, you will get to page 306. Like, she's like crying in the corner, rocking back and forth because I tell her to read this. You don't
reading
have
through
to.
the tears.
I'll just tell you what happens.
But like, part of me's like, I don't really want to, but then like, I'm getting them like free through the library, and I just keep reading them.
Yeah.
Like, it's not very
I mean,
fast.
it is easy. Like, to me, it is very easy to read because the font's really big.
Yeah.
I will admit I do skip over some of this when she starts really describing like the slop in detail. Oh, I don't care. But it does get, after they meet up, they have a meet and greet with his dad.
It picks up.
It picks up because you get her and Warner interacting, and that's the best because he has so much power over her. It's insane. Like, she just goes like, and I get it. Like, me too. Like, I gotta find this because I won't spoil anything, but she like says something where it's like, he's like so hard to, it felt, he's like so hard to look at, like he's so beautiful, it's like actually impending on my life. Basically,
she does talk about that a lot,
and I kind of like that because, like, same. Sorry, where is it?
But I don't know,
like these chapters where it's like flashbacks from like her like notebook. I don't fucking read that. Sorry, that might be extremely...
I think it all looks the same to me. Like on the Kindle,
no, that's like italicized. Oh, in the book it's like when they're talking about like her journal.
Oh, it's maybe I haven't gotten there yet. Never mind.
Oh my god, that part. Oh my god. Oh, I gotta write that down. 310 is just really cute. That was adorable. Because it's just like, he's so hurt, and he's so... Who hurt you? That's a line. Yeah, this is just a great... Yes. Great time. I don't know where it is. This is... the things I choose to write down and the things I don't choose to write down is really beyond me.
It's like how I just didn't mark like a good 50 pages in Lightmark. I was like, why did I just stop marking this? Okay. No notes, apparently. No notes.
Ugh. Why are you crossing out those dimples? Don't cross that out. Oh, I found it. Cut all this out. But oh no, I'll probably spoil something. But she basically just says like, I can't be alone with Warner. Not like this. Being alone with him makes my insides hurt in ways I don't even want to understand. Because you like him. Because he's pretty. Because he's a pretty shiny little toy.
Well, they're only telling me how. Whatever. Love it. I can't, like, I'm like right before 2:30. I'm on like 2:23.
No, yeah, you're like, after that it's like action, but then it goes back to a little bit of like lull, but it picks right back up when she starts. They're telling me I have
2 hours and 58 minutes until I finish this book.
That's not a long time.
That's not a long time. I probably finish it today. Maybe.
I just like, yesterday, I literally had to tell myself at work, like, I like didn't even bring any of my books with me. I was like, I cannot be tempted. I cannot read more. But so I read my Hermione fanfiction. It's really good. I was enjoying it.
What an eventful week for us. Lots of books to be discussed.
I know.
Hopefully next week we'll have finished all of these books for the third week.
That'd That's I feel like that's a normal amount of time.
That is, especially if you're reading more than one.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Well,
we'll get to hear about Heartless Hunter next time.
you're not just gonna let me talk to you about this right now, like off camera. Fuck, I should save it, but I can't.
Just record it. Just make a TikTok about it.
I can't talk about books like that. I don't know. It's just like I think about it, but then I'm just like, I don't have any intelligent thoughts to say.
Mm.
I dislike them.
They're
I just give
fun.
I just
I'm
give
just a
6 stars
girl.
to book. Yeah, I just give 6 stars to books because I can't. I This is crazy, and this has never happened to me, and this needs to go on record. I was reading the book. I'm in the middle of the book, reading. Close the book. Put the book down. Go to sleep. Me, 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 me. I have a dream about the book. Not about the book, but continuing on. I've never had that happen before. Yes, I think about like books and like that I like, and it's like, I don't stop thinking about them, like very Roman Empire. That was the first time that I was like, it's come into my dreams, my not unconscious, subconscious thoughts. Like I continued the plot in my dream, in my brain.
I've
It
had
didn't.
things where like I've been placed in it and I like sometimes like it's very much like inspired by what I'm reading, but not that often.
Interesting. I was just like, that's never happened to me before.
Can't
It's
wait to
very
hear about it
weird.
next week.
I don't really remember the dream. I just know that
Oh,
it happened.
well, love you, audience. Do your homework.
See you later, mammals.
Bye, mammals.
Bye, mammals.